Hey guys, there's a lot of issues with Modern Warfare right now. Um, there's latency issues, input lag, all sorts. But I think for me, I was having really bad stutters. About 3 seconds of stutter, you click left click, you can't do anything for all that time. And I didn't know what was going on. I watched so many videos on YouTube, and I'll link those videos beneath in the description. But what really worked for me was a few things that I'm going to show you here. And the first thing is go into your power options. I know you don't really think about this much, but I think this is one of the biggest things that helped me. Is if you go down to your processor power management, make sure that this is not 100%. I know it might sound stupid to some, but I had this power plan active, and some power plans, say you're using the Razer Cortex, will actually use all of your processor state all the time, which makes your system very let's just say it stutters a lot because it's always trying to reach that 100% potential. It doesn't have time to take a break, so that in your game will cause a lot of stutter. The next thing I did was going in the task manager to make sure that nothing in the task manager was interfering with my CPU or my internet, because if you're having latency, then the best thing for you to do for that would be go to your internet connection, opening your resource monitor, and basically anything in your network that's going on here, anything you're not using. Be careful with Windows services, but anything that you're not using here, you can take off when you're playing the game. And as goes for the CPU, there was a particular little thing in mine which was running. I couldn't get rid of it, but I could terminate it, and that was a MSMP engine. Careful not to mess around with too many of the things in here. You know, you can disable the ones you think you don't need right now. Of course, I have some open, but the program which is really useful for this is Razer Cortex. In here, it allows you to go through different things, different processes that you're not going to need. Say, for example, these chromes. If you're not a user of Discord, you can put that up there as well. I'm going to disable this when I've finished making this video. But don't mess around with your sound, or again, be careful with certain Windows processes. But a lot of the stuff, you're not going to need searching Cortana or Skype or Windows Defender Smart Screen when you're going through your game. So these things can be disabled, as well as some of the other non-Windows services and services you have here if you don't need them. And again, this is trial and error. I ended up having to restart my computer a couple of times for messing around with these. But what it would do is, if you got your auto boost, you can go into the game, click play, and it will allow you to jump straight into a game. It will boost you right there and then. And if you really wanted to get that little bit of extra performance, you can tell off Explorer XE as well. You're not going to need it when you're in the game unless you're tabbing out and in. But if you really want the maximum performance, guys, you're gonna have to make sacrifices. You know, you're not gonna need Steam. Close Steam. You know, you're not. You're gonna need that, obviously. Alright, so one more thing. One more application, which is really good, is Process Lasso. Process Lasso allows you to basically find your process and then go onto it. So here you'll see Modern Warfare. You'll be able to right click that, and you're going to want to make sure that the CPU affinity is all on and your priority class is normal. You may be tempted to set it to high, but you're going to want to keep it at normal so that everything runs smoothly and properly. So after that, when you run your game, I will add some extra clips at the end of this video for other things you can do if you're still having problems, but this is really what helped me out. Some other things that won't hurt doing, if you're still having problems, some things that might create little fixes for you. I know it's helped other people as well. Pardon me. Is if you go to your Modern Warfare folder in your program files, and you right click each of the Modern Warfare launcher and the Modern Warfare, and you copy these settings, decrease full screen optimization, and run this program as an administrator. Um, yeah. I will be posting a screenshot of what my in-game settings look like, because these can also have a big impact as to how your game is going to run. So I'm not going to be able to live record it because there are some things that I've said in Razer Cortex. In fact, I'll turn it off real quick. I'll boot up the game, and I'll show you what I mean with the in-game settings. So once you've gone onto here, my bad. Once you've gone onto the Modern Warfare settings and you've selected properties, just make sure those two are clicked, and then you can go off. Repeat it for this as well. Because what you'll notice, guys, is, and how you can troubleshoot your problems, is if you go onto the game itself and you go into general, there'll be. I apologize if the desktop audio is really loud. But up here you'll see CPU time, GPU time. Now if this hits the red figures, it means that your CPU is your CPU that's making a stutter. Now this can be decreased by showing you what I showed you at the start of the video with the normal priority and setting your processor so it isn't always running at 100%. When you actually go into thing, I've heard that a lot of people have success with running in full screen borderless. And if you have access to your screen refresh rate, which I don't know why it's only available in full screen, but I play in full screen borderless even when I'm not recording, and the only thing I have set to high is the texture resolution, because this makes your graphics card do a little bit of work. I tell a lie. But I keep aliasing off just because, I don't know, I think it makes it a little bit smoother. But these are the settings. You can copy them if you wish. I know that these have success for me. We're going to want to turn off NVIDIA highlights. And while we're on the topic of NVIDIA highlights, if we actually go back to the desktop and right click the NVIDIA control panel, which isn't here apparently, I've currently disabled it because I was trying to get as much performance just like you guys. But if you go into your NVIDIA control panel, I'll leave a screenshot there. I'm not sure if this is going to open, but you can disable the in-game overlay, and that, I think, did a little bit of work for me, and I've heard it's had tremendous success with other people. I haven't actually logged into Discord yet, but there's an option within Discord that you can disable if your game is showing to other people. You're going to want to have that disabled. And also hardware acceleration in the Discord settings. They're not hard to find, guys. Just go through the settings and you'll find them. And for the GeForce experience, if you go into the settings here and go to your in-game overlay, if you don't use this, you can turn it off, amongst other things in Windows. Because Windows isn't that great. The optimization for Windows is pretty crap. But once we've done that, there isn't really much else to do. Those are the top things which I've been told. But try and create new solutions for you guys. There are a couple more which I have, but these require you to download even more applications. For a quick run over of them, there is a application called Intelligent Standby List Cleaner, ISLC. And what this will do is clear away your remaining memory that you'll be dumping, and it cleans it. I can't really tell you the ins and outs of that, guys. I'm not too much of a techie guy myself. I'm just trying to help you all out. But that's all for today. I hope you can solve your problems.